What's good, YouTube? Back here with another video, you feel me? I really need an intro for y'all. I ain't gonna back. But right now, this video today, I'm finna break down 3 things in life that boys, I ain't gonna say boy, men and women love, that really is destroying your life or that can destroy your life potentially. And the first one gonna be drugs. Haters, but they never understand why. They don't understand certain reasons or why people say drugs can destroy your life or it can't progress it, in my opinion. Drugs, me personally, I'm gonna break down my example and then I'm gonna explain how drugs messed up my life. Number one, it clouded my judgment to where things that I would think differently or I would think soberly, I would think or it'd be enhanced drug wise, you feel me? In negative manners. I think I talked about this in my first video. Drugs made me say a lot of negative things to people, you feel me? When I wasn't in my right state of mind, I used to talk out of emotion a lot more. I used to disrespect my people who love me, disrespect my dukes, you feel me? That's just me personally, and it slowed me down. 2 things drugs made me want to do, and I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. I don't do drugs no more, so I can be honest. It made me just want to have sex, and it made me just want to go to sleep. Nothing productive. When I was on a drug, me personally, I could never think about, oh, let's do something productive. Let's go work out. Let's get better today, you feel me? Let's get 1% better. I couldn't think like that, bro. And I know a lot of people who tell me the same thing. Drugs slow them down, but it's just something they feel like they can't let go of. It's a hindrance to you, in my opinion. And number 2, I'm gonna tell you the reason. Well, I actually got 2 more reasons. Number 3, drugs can elevate in your life. You know, some people always start off with weed. Then more people, they use it to cope, so they go to pills. And eventually you see a lot of people on the streets, they end up getting into different levels and a higher level because of that one drug, you feel me? It's not even about the substance that you're taking, but it's just a drug in general could make you want to get overly high, because when you smoke 1 blunt, it's gonna turn into 2, and 2 is gonna turn into 3, and it's gonna keep elevating to where you're not gonna get that same high, that same rush. So you're gonna try to elevate to pills. You're gonna try to elevate to lean. You're gonna try to elevate to cocaine, probably meth. You feel me? All that type of stuff, which ain't good for you. And the whole time you see certain people on the streets. At the same time, we pray for them, but you see what's going on though. They stuck, bro. Drugs truly ruined their life, and I feel like drugs is ruining a lot of our lives, especially the black community, you feel me? And number 3, we start using it as a, like I say, coping mechanism, but also as an excuse. Also, I hear a lot of people say when I'm on drugs, which is true, you feel me? They say, I feel more calm. I just don't care about a lot of things. It honestly helps my life. That's a lie. All it does is really just take your mind off of the thing for the moment. So if you're going through something, you're trying to cope, instead of just battling with it mentally, you feel me, which a lot of us, when we run to drugs, we're just not trying to deal with it on our own. That's the point of life, bro. If I got to deal with it soberly, you got to deal with it soberly. Because the only thing that's going to happen when you keep taking drugs is you're going to forget about it. It's not going to be as effective in the moment. You feel me? Then boom, when it's time to sober up, you're going to have to keep running back to a drug 3-4 times a day, bro, to forget about what you done, to forget about what's been done to you, you feel me? Like, bro, it's really a quote-unquote coping mechanism. But nah, as humans, we need to learn how to deal with things and battle on our own mentally. But the whole time, God didn't even want us to do that. God wants us to run to him and give our burdens and cast to him. The whole time we running to drugs instead of running to the higher power, you feel me? He trying to be our drug for us. He ain't trying to have us going through stress, a lot of things mentally, you feel me? Bro, what? Like, we gotta stop, bro. That's just number 1, drugs. If you're watching this vid and you've never done drugs before, I don't encourage you to do drugs. I'm not judging anybody who does do drugs. I'm just showing how they could potentially ruin your life, you feel me, or destroy your life later on. A lot of times we just looking at the now. We're not looking at the future. We're not looking at, dang, am I really addicted to this drug? Am I really making an excuse saying I can't do this or that if I don't take drugs? You feel me? We're going to say I can't really function properly if I don't take drugs. That's when we start to tell ourselves drugs really taking over us. You feel me? So number 1, drugs. Y'all stay away from drugs. Use God as y'all drug. Run to God as y'all will run to a substance. You feel me? And vice versa, same thing for me. 2, we're going to talk about women. how women personally can destroy your life, but you love them. Everybody loves women, you feel me? But it's about the women you choose, how they can affect your brain, and how they can also destroy your life. A lot of times, number one, we be going with lust. Men go with lust towards women. We confuse our lust with love, and that's why a lot of men, a lot of women get in situations to where every time they have a kid or things of that nature, a lot of times to where they ended up breaking up. They ended up not lasting off of the fact that they foundation won't on love. In the Bible, it say don't have sex till you're married. People understand and they say, God, why would you do that? A lot of people don't even get from the perspective that he's coming from. God chose that specifically, in my opinion, to say, this is my example, speaking from a human perspective. If you never had sex with a woman before, and you finally had sex till marriage, that would be all you knew. That would be all you know. That's the only sex you would know, you feel me? Sex can really change a person's mind, a man's mind or a woman's mind towards, to make you choose them or not want them. But compared to, say, to a person to where if they had sex with a stripper and they say, boom, I want to get married, but what if such and such, the girl who I want to marry now isn't as eligible in the bed compared to the stripper? Whole time that man may even change his judgment towards her just off of sexual intercourse. But if think about it, none of humans never in the world would ever have intercourse with a woman out of lust, and everybody would have just chose to value women, respect them, and learn how to love them and grow a bond with them without intercourse, bro. We would treat our women way better, and women would treat men way better. You feel me? That's just in my opinion. Number two, judgment. Women can cloud your judgment to make you do things you never thought you would be doing. A lot of times, a lot of men crash out, bro, due to women. Men crash out. Let me tell you an example of how. Say a man, boom, and this is not a real example. This is just a little fake example. Say a man one day, he get in a fight, right, and he lose, and his girl get to amping him up. The girl get to saying, oh, you's a bum. I'm gonna break up with you. You's a goofy. You ain't fight back. You lost. You feel me? What you gonna do about it now? Whole time the man was probably just gonna let the situation go, but off of the women amping him up, off of him trying to be feeling like he got to prove something to a woman, now he getting himself in more trouble. Potentially could be in jail off of doing something negative. You feel me? And then whole time, what is that woman gonna do? Leave him after his 5th month in jail? Leave him after a year in jail? Then go right on to the next dude and amp him up and do the same type of thing. As men and as women, don't ever let a gender control your opinions or base of what you about to do in life. Don't ever let a woman from a male perspective change your judgment, bro. If a woman feel like you lame, let her think you lame, because at the same time, bro, you progressing in life. All a woman may try to do is devalue you, and not her doing it intentional. Some women do. She may not do it intentional, but whole time her characteristics is she just may be blinded to her own thoughts, blinded to her own actions. You may go to church, bro. She may go outside. She may be like, you lame, bro, but whole time you progressing your mentality. You going to the gym. You working on your fitness, bro. Women don't understand that. People don't understand that. You feel me? They think what's now is the best thing ever, bro. The quicker you try to live your life, also the quicker it could be. Let me say that again. The quicker you try to run your life, finish your life, the quicker it'll be over for sure. Instead, if you just take your time and enjoy to wake up and breathe and just think every day, you feel me, that God just chose to wake you up instead of feeling like you got to rush it. Do something every 5 seconds. We supposed to be living till we 70, bro. Half of us dying early because we trying to live too early, bro. Live our age, bro. You feel me? Let certain stuff just play out, bro. We first off, number one, humans is not invincible, man or woman. As kids, we think we're invincible. Till God comes strike us, then it's a whole different perspective. So live your life careful, peaceful, and seek Christ, bro. That's number one. And number three, something slight, I say just wait. Just wait, bro. Don't force it, bro, when it comes to women. Off of the fact that you know certain things can destroy your life. Don't go out there just trying to put yourself out there to be known or be of value to these women. You feel me? It's a lot of good women and it's a lot of negative women. This is not a bash to women because there's a lot of good dudes and a lot of horrible dudes. But I'm going to say if you want to find somebody good, bro, the person who you always need is not always going to be who you want. A lot of women love rappers. It's not who they need, it's who they want. They see the lifestyle they come with. But when they get broken up with after a year, they go right back to the next. Instead of understanding your value, instead of understanding that half of the time the person who you need is never gonna be who you want. But whole time your needs gonna end up being your want after you see how beneficial, peaceful it is to you, you feel me? So this just for women, this number 2, we finna bounce. Number 3, we got the good little view, you feel me? Let me change it around a little bit. Number 3, bro, is money. A lot of people say, how can money destroy your life? How can it destroy your life? Money ain't bad, bro. It's the love of money. The love of money and how you doing some crazy things that you'll never think you'll be doing. That's why most people sell drugs. That's why most people sell cocaine. That's why most people sell their even own bodies for money, bro. Money have you doing some crazy things instead of just working a job. You feel me? Sometimes we have situations to where we can't get a job. There's plenty of ways out here to get money. There's plenty of ways to do a lot of positive things towards dealing with money. But at the same time, the love of money can destroy us. And I'm going to tell you how. Money destroyed me. I grew up, my mama gave me every single thing I wanted. She gave me everything, bro. The whole time, me seeing her with that money, just being able to pass it to me. When I grew up, about 15, 16, 17 years old, it made me just want to have more and more and more to where I started getting into doing and getting for money, you feel me? If you know, you know. It made you do a lot of things that I never thought, even personally growing up, I would be doing for the love of money. It's people who even went further than me to do more things for money. You feel me? Money is when it says the root of all evil, the love of it is. The love of money, how you doing some crazy things out here. So there's nothing wrong with not having less than other people. Don't ever feel like you gotta have more than somebody else. Just stay in your own lane and be appreciative of what you have. Let God bless you with what you got, bro. Some quick, some short for money. Money ain't evil, but the love of it is. The love of money can destroy your life, to have you doing a lot of things, bro, out here that you never even personally thought you would be doing, bro. It can have you even backdooring your own people. You see it in the streets all the time. It can have you doing a lot of things, bro. Just appreciate what you got. Appreciate you and let God give it to you, bro. When God give it to you, it's going to be 100-fold. When we want it, it's going to be quick and temporary. Then when it's all gone, bro, a lot of people in jail just for money. A lot of people dead just over money, bro. Dead over $1. That's how real it get. But people don't understand it. We blinded. We too blinded as humans to understand that, bro. The love of money is really what's killing us, bro. We think the number one goal in life is to get rich. The richest people are the most depressed. If you ever notice, the rich people are the ones who take the most drugs. The richest people, when they thought, if you ever listen to a rapper song, they say they thought the money would bring them happiness, but it doesn't, bro. Money can bring you happiness in a sort type of way, but it'll never bring you eternal peace if that's your reliance on peace. God will give you peace, though, you feel me? I'm going to keep it a buck. Without money, you can still have a great, successful life, bro. You may not have as much as you want temporarily, but either way, though, everything you buy, when you come up out of this body and you die, it don't come with you in a casket. You can stuff $100 million in a casket with a dead person. They can't enjoy none of it, cuz. I always did this little example. It could be a person. They've been broke their whole life, bro. Now we ain't even gonna say they broke. It could just be a regular human, bro. And he hit the lottery and he died the next day. What did he do with that money? How did that money add value to his life? How was that his source of peace? His whole life, he probably waited for that big check and died the next day as soon as he got it. How was he able to enjoy that money? How was that able to bring him happiness? At the same time, we never know when our last day is, bro. So don't make money your lifetime happiness. Don't make money your lifetime peace. Get to it, though, 100%. If you got a good legal way to get to it 100%. But don't never let that be your number one source of happiness. Be your number one source of peace. You feel me? Like I said in the first one, when it comes to drugs, see God as your drug, and he'll supply you with all you need plus your wants. When you stop putting the things that's temporary over him, when you put him over the things that's temporary and change your mindset to what he give you now. He can give you whatever you want. You feel me? You want a Lambo, he know you ain't gonna cherish the Lambo over him. You feel me? That's how I really get, though. But those are the top 3 things that we love as humans from my perspective and my life examples of how it can destroy your life, bro. Y'all have a blessing.